I don't think it's time served that gets you that pass. I just think it's a you have it or you don't have it. That's how it works.
Oh no,
Hi
it's time
everyone.
served.
Hi everyone. Welcome to Falling to the Top. I am Tina the Genetic Marvel, your host. With me is Marco and Matt Duffy. I think Ryan should be coming. He actually messaged me yesterday asking for what the subjects were going to be. So I guess we'll get
Woo!
started. So yeah, who knows? Anyways, we're going to talk about time travel and weird shit like that. So should be fun. I'm high as shit. So is everybody else. Let's go.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
It is the right day, right? Oh, what the hell? Something happened to my thing.
Marco, did you die?
Marco's
No.
a little bit
Get
dead.
back.
Something happened with my screen.
I figured something out. Like if you hit a bong or a bowl or something right when the drop hits on our beginning and hold it till we come on. Oh, that's the shit right there.
So it's 26 seconds. That'll ring you. That'll ring you. What's up, Serge? Yeah, man. Listen. So yeah, we've talked about time travel and shit a lot of times. We're gonna talk about it again, just for the simple fact that, listen, guys, I used to be a real person and had like a real job and shit. And in that real job and shit was really just analyzing historical identifiers with regards to financial markets and how they would happen, and how you could profit from them and stuff like that.
So you were a Jew once upon a time.
Adjacent?
A Jew.
Yeah, adjacent. Jew adjacent. I was next to, like, I didn't have that kind of power, but I was in the same building, I had windows around my office. Like, it was respectable.
Just a hint of bagel in the air. Just
a little. A smear, if you will. But yeah, so the thing is, what's happening now, it's very, very, there are a lot of similarities to what's happened in the past. Not just with recession, depression, and market fluctuations, but just the fact that the timing is weird with regards to it being the 20s, where people have made money and people are now, well, as of yesterday, fucking broke, guy. They are in rough shape. Well, I am, yeah.
Well, I mean, just as far as noticing shit like that, like I'm big on, I call them seasons. I'm big on noticing patterns and shit. I judge a lot of people on patterns, and I could tell generally how that rolls.
Yes.
And I mean, it's just if you don't learn from your past, you're doomed to fucking to repeat that shit, and it's in with life and the world and everything else.
Yes.
And I mean, if you can't see, just like the cryptocurrency thing, everybody was wanting to jump on the cryptocurrency thing. You know how many times throughout the decades they try to change the money? You know how many times? It don't work. It don't work. The closest we've gotten was food stamps. That is the closest thing we got.
That's why they killed Gaddafi. You know that, right? It was because he wanted to go back to a gold standard.
That's why they killed a lot of fucking people.
Granted, but Gaddafi had power. He did have power. Ryan, you all right there, brother? No?
The sky looks like it's opening up above him.
Take your time. No rush, man. We got time.
I hear like music, and it's because I had like something weird open in a tab still. I apologize. I'm like trying to figure out where it's coming from.
Look, he couldn't finish off before the show started. He's like, ah!
Yeah, it's definitely, the funny part is that he has this panicked look on his face that you're like, hey man, we're just hanging out.
Yeah,
you do not have to panic. Duffy's eating his one meal a day. He eats a thimbleful of like sugar water like a hummingbird. Yeah, well, you're eating gruel. We know that, okay?
I'm a bougie bitch.
I tried to time it.
I
tried to time my entry perfectly. Like I tried to time it to when you were talking about, and some people lost everything. And then I was like, here I am. I'm those people.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
you did bid into the Monopoly money, didn't you, Ryan?
I just want to show off that I'm eating pre-sliced apples.
Pre-sliced apple, like
You
in
bougie
kindergarten,
bitch.
like a kindergartner. I love it. I love the shit out of it.
That's what happens when you're
Jay Martin, what's up, Jay?
when you're with an older woman. You know, you end up with all kind of snacks and stuff, man. Yeah.
Got it.
I've had them booty calls when you get home, sent home with a lunch pack like you're headed to fucking daycare in the morning. That's the
Listen.
shit right there.
I'm sorry. That is the happiest moment of your life. I'm with Marco on this. I don't agree with Marco often.
Listen, let's be honest though. Finding good snacks, even in your own house, is a good day, man. Like you're like,
especially when you have teenagers or just young people in the house who don't pay for a fucking thing.
I had a girl once. Lived in like the super nice suburb. I won't say where. And I remember I loved it because I mean she had full size Gatorade, string cheese, the little marble, the round cheese block. She had fucking goldfish and oh god, what are those little bars called? Like the granola bars with like the chocolate chips in them. And every time she would send my ass home with a goodie bag, I was like, all right, this is
Wow.
I'm checking off things I have on my snack shelf right here, and I'm realizing I'm that 100% that bitch. That is.
Dude,
I have Twizzlers. I have nuts. I even had freeze dried pineapple here. That's already finished. But yeah. It's
look,
actually
man,
really
I'm not gonna lie. My
Freeze-dried
last
fruit.
ex. My last ex made me a bougie bitch. Like when I met her, first time I walked into her house and she had an iced coffee maker. Oh, it blew my fucking mind, dude. Blew my fucking
delicious.
mind.
You
Oh
got
my-
some deli sliced apples. Hold up. There's a seedless apple slices.
Oh my god.
It's classy, guy. Classy.
Dude,
Walkie talkies are neat. What's up?
every time ever since then I've been, you know, I'm a label whore and the newest like I have 2 fucking iced coffee makers downstairs, but problem is I got fucking 3 fucking kids downstairs and my iced coffee maker lasted a fucking week.
Yeah, no, that makes
Well,
sense.
see, I think that's like the unspoken thing of like dating, like from the male perspective, is like we get introduced to levels of, I call it bouginess, and my kid laughs at me, and then like it ups your game. Like
Listen,
current girlfriend took me day drinking for the first time. I've never been day drinking before.
That's not
Guess who-
bougie, that's white trash.
Guess who loves day drinking now? This guy.
Oh, I'm surprised you don't try.
downgraded.
You know what? I'm surprised you haven't tried to set up a brunch meeting. Okay, Ryan. Like, let's be honest.
Last brunch went bad for Ryan.
Like,
I was
you're
at the
like
last
brunch-
brunch.
Like brunch levels of bad though. Like it wasn't like day drinking at a dive bar. Like we went somewhere that you got to have credit to get into. Like
a place
like
that serves mimosas. That's what you're talking about.
a place that serves mimosas. Yeah, a place that had beer by the pint.
Hold on. We have comments. Let's go. So Jay just went on a month run from Indiana to Albany, New York. 5 different shows. He's got 5 different shows in California. He's driving the monster trucks. Jay, I thought you were the barrel man. Now that you're driving the monster trucks around, you're taking over the whole place. This is incredible.
That's what's up. Fuck yeah. What monster
Dude, he
truck
showed
did
us-
you drive?
Yeah, that's a great question. Jay, tell us what you're driving right now. Dino, are you so lazy that you set up a green screen but didn't use it? It was working when we stopped, and then Ryan came on, and it stopped working. So if anyone, blame Ryan. Hell yeah, that's white trash. That's me. Oh shit, you're driving Reptar? Oh god, I gotta find a picture.
Oh my
somebody
God.
messaged
I got
me.
Reptar pants on right now. Look.
Okay, that's awesome. Don't show your pin. That's not the same Reptar. Is it the same Reptar?
Yeah,
I don't
there's
know.
only one Reptar, man. That's
I've
from
only
Rugrats.
been-
Reptar.
Nice. Reptar is awesome. Listen, I had what was it? Sorry, somebody just sent me a couple pictures, and oh, that's definitely what Ryan's drinking. Yeah, no, I don't know why my screen stopped working. It does that sometimes. It's very aggravating, but at the same time, what can you do? Yeah,
All
it
you
just
have to
says
go
no.
is
Can't do
in
it.
the settings to go to your virtual background and just click it on. You don't have that much light back there. I see that. That's one of the biggest
Yeah,
problems.
I know. I need better light, but anyways, I don't want to go off and I don't want to ruin the atmosphere of the show. Even though now Duffy has turned into Ben. What was it? The giant sheepdog. He's just converted into his dog Jack.
Hey,
It
I
kind
told
of looks like the
I
dog
told people.
from.
you guys got a problem with my new look?
Listen,
Not-
What
Duffy,
happened?
I said it first. You're some sort of witch, maybe a wizard, definitely some sort of sorcerer.
I mean, people have told me I need a haircut, and you know what?
I think you're pulling it off, man.
Thank you, everybody.
I think, yeah.
Jump in the lake.
Remember the dog from the Storyteller?
Reptar the battling robot. Holy hell, Jay! Are you serious?
That is fucking awesome. Oh my god, I just got a
Jay.
chub.
Jay, let me know if you're going to be free on a Tuesday, and just message me, and just I'll have you on. We'll interview you again. You show us, send us some pictures, because dude, like that's the coolest. You're definitely one of the coolest people I've talked to.
Send us some tickets. Shit.
Oh yeah, let us know if you're coming into Ohio. Hell. Oh, Jay. No, Jay was
Wow.
cool, and you know what? We actually got to talk with him and got some pictures. It was very cool. Even like just that whole world where you're like men were real men. It was very cool. Why is everybody looking down now? What are we doing? Duffy, where the hell are you? What's going on?
I'm
Duffy's
right here.
looking up, and I'm like
problem?
sharing this fucking feed on everything.
I look great. I think. I'm just gonna brush my hair here. I'm feeling fine.
You guys,
Oh,
guys-
right.
you guys are weirdos.
Duffy, you
Bothers
look,
the shit
you,
out of me.
Duffy, you look so good, man. I don't know what
Thank
you're
you.
doing with your hair or what kind of perm you got going on, but
Just let your soul glow.
All right,
Just
so
let it shine through.
Feeling good. You know what? I'm feeling that good. Feeling that good.
stop trying to touch your dog's wiener, man.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Hey!
Everybody, wow.
Why are you doing that weird
OnlyFans.
shit, man? Why is it okay?
It's Pride Month.
Join the OnlyFans. Hey guys. Wow. I don't know, Jack.
Galactron versus Reptar. Oh my god.
He gets out of hand.
Does Jay still shoot himself out of a cannon? Jay, do you ever shoot? I remember you said you had done that or you were going to do that. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna look up Galactron versus Reptar. One of you losers look up Galactron versus Reptar.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Somebody do it.
All right. So what's up with the time travel? What part of the time
Okay.
travel were you looking into?
Listen, so there's a lot of new information that is going around talking about how we're hitting that there was possibly a Mandela effect from 2012. Also that things are getting really weird out there. People are getting very aggressive for no fucking reason, and it's getting weird, right? And now people are getting primary season is coming in the States, right?
Yep.
And that is a nightmare in and of itself as that's going. So it's just kind of, I don't know. I feel like there's weird shit is amiss, and with all the UFO talk that's been happening, I think we're in the zone for something to go really nuts. What is that? Somebody just sent me something. Is that what I'm supposed to show?
Is it Reptar versus Galac what?
Hold on. Maybe. What's up, Brian? Help me out here, buddy.
This is the problem with the newest news. I don't like it because it gets in the way of the old news.
Thanks, Steffi.
That's
Spot on, buddy.
that's like a Fermi paradox right there.
Listen, it's just weird, right? Okay, so is this what that is?
Yeah. No.
Is that Reptar versus the other one?
They've gotten a little bit more
That looks like time travel
sophisticated.
No,
stuff to
no,
me.
I'm talking about the. Hold on.
Galactron.
Galactron and Reptar. Is that one? Is that this? Jay, hit me up. I can't click on the link because it's weird. That's it? Okay, that's the coolest fucking thing. Check this out. Yo, those shoot fire, man!
Yeah, I seen they had them at the fair, dude. But it wasn't this thing that looks like a GoBot. This thing looked like a fucking transformer, and it was a huge dinosaur.
That's oh, the one that destroys the cars.
Yeah, it picks up cars, it munches on shit. I mean, hell, they even did a cartoon where it was fucking a police car that talked.
I had one of those as a toy when I was young. Wow, yeah, those are wild things. These, you know what? I feel like this is what we should get back to as entertainment.
Just
Some
peak,
sort of gladiatorial fight with robots.
just
I think
peak
it's fair.
humanity. I mean, I feel like BattleBots was like peak humanity, and then it's all been downhill from there.
Makes sense.
So, like, do you believe in the time travel things? Do you believe, like, do you go, how far back do you want to go? Because there's evidence of time travel all the way back to the Egyptians.
Yes.
I mean, it's written in the Enuma Elish and what is that? The Vedas, the Hindu Vedas and shit like that. They talk about time travel, nuclear wars and shit that was happening. I mean,
well, there's evidence of all sorts of technology that is going back and forth that doesn't make any sense, right? It shouldn't be possible. We've seen that with what's that's Robosaurus. Is that this? I had this. It was a paper cutout thing that I got at one of those book fairs, and was able to put it together. And that's, what did you call it? Robosaurus. Anyways, but yeah, doesn't make any sense.
like, have you seen the? I think they're in maybe Rome or maybe even in Greece. There's shit on the wall, like stone carvings, and the chick got a laptop.
Yeah. There's a lot of shit that's drawn in Greece. So this is okay. You guys know about Troy, how they found Troy in Turkey, but they dug through it and they found like 9 different Troys that have happened over throughout history, and they just got built on top of each other over time.
Right.
So the one that the Troy of legend was the 5th one down, I think, but they found 9. They passed it. They passed it. Had to go, dig up, stupid. Turn things around.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors and stuff that go around and conspiracies that under the whole litter box, under all that sand, there's a whole other, there's cities upon cities under that fucking place, all covered in sand. And it's just, after so many millennia go by, somebody starts building another city, and then it gets covered in sand, and then it's another, So Lord knows what's under the ground, man. And we got the technology to see that shit, and we don't. And that's kind of weird. Why?
Listen, they had that. Everyone, check out the link that Jay put up as well. Check that out. It's on the Facebook feed if you want to check things out. Also, like, share, subscribe to all of our stuff. And with regards to that, and that was Robosaurus that Jay was pointing out. This one, which super cool.
Yeah.
Okay. This is my problem with that, Marco, is that so much of it doesn't add up, and it's very, very aggravating at this point, right?
Well, the only way it can add up is if, we go back to, the other topic of just, time just going, history repeating itself.
Okay. And that's the other thing, is that we see events keep on happening over and over. History repeats. So exactly, that was our next banner that I had put together, was it's all happening again.
Yeah, so
right?
I mean, all the nuclear wars, we keep thinking that, all these other civilizations were fucking so technologically behind us, and there were so this and that behind us. We don't fucking know. We weren't there. We got fucking rocks to look at and paintings to look at, a couple books here and there. That's it. For all we know, really, our history books could be their comic books. They're just bullshit that they wrote up. And then, we do got books saying there were nuclear war. Even in Russia, there's evidence that there was some kind of nuclear shit going on in there. And what is that, Vodka or some shit like that.
Oh, but those pits that are exploding from the outside in, from the inside out. Yeah, which you're like, that
magic,
doesn't...
just magic.
Well, okay, so on that point, though, let's be honest, is considering what we have seen from how a pandemic can travel across the globe, right? Because we're finding that there was trade around the globe, time immemorial. That was happening, whether it was documented or not. Yeah. There has been trade around the world. Okay, if trade happened, then disease could be spread. If disease could be spread, then how long for people to forget? Because realistically, think about it, how much misinformation, disinformation we get right now, and we have the access to the wealth of knowledge of mankind, on the internet, right? And we
Right.
can't get our story straight. Hell, the president of the United States can't get his story straight, guy. Okay, so and more so, like if you had no connection to other places or people that you trust, people would just come along and be like, "Oh yeah, there's a pox in that town. Never go there. I'm never going to go there. No one will ever go there ever again. That's history. That place died of a pox." Okay.
Yeah, that's how the old maps were. I mean, there was areas of the ground or the ocean that they didn't, go and explore, so they just put a little fucking sea monster there or some shit like that.
Well, that is one of the things we were talking about another day, was specifically that some people, those maps that show outlines of Antarctica, which wasn't
Oh, that's
discovered,
different. That's the Perry
wasn't
Reef.
discovered until much later, but there are certain trade routes that are marked by sea monsters or things of that nature. And in turn, those are still where boats don't normally go.
Right.
Right? It's weird. It doesn't make
But
any sense.
But that was the Perry Reese map, and that's totally different. That was some shit that shouldn't even to this day exist, because they don't, even with the global technology, whatever the hell they want to call it, they're just finding out how accurate really that thing is.
Yeah.
That thing is that's amazing map right there.
It really is. Someone also just sent in that we have these kind of time travelers, which
Yep.
that's just sketchy.
There's also I believe there's an alien interview, and there's some in a crop circle that they deciphered that said that the gray aliens were actually not aliens. They're actually time travelers. They're human beings and what we evolved into. And I did a whole show on how it can be possible and how it's happening to us right now.
Theoretically.
I mean, it down to, your technology, your cell phones and your tablets. What do you need? You need 3 fingers. You need 2 to hold it and your thumbs to type. Your fake lighting from everybody being kept in. So your eyes get bigger. They need to focus more. Your eating has become to a minimum with all these GMOs and shit. So your body's growing spindly and turning gray from all the fake lighting indoors. We're turning into fucking gray aliens, dude. People are getting shorter and shorter. Men are getting more and more spindlier. Skinny jeans. I mean,
you know what? Let's pause there for a second, and let's say that's about the limit of how far we can go with regards to nuts. We went to skinny jeans. Skinny jeans, the plot behind skinny jeans takes us to gray aliens. You heard it here first, everyone. Ryan, Matt, you
Boom!
so quiet, please. Enter the conversation, why don't you? We'd love to hear from you.
Well, my mind is blown. And now I know I'm part of the lineage of the gray people to come.
Oh yeah.
There was a time when I did rock the skinny jeans. I don't now, but now I'm feeling guilty. Feeling guilty about the future that I'm bringing about, which is also the past, which is also our present, which is also mind blowing.
It's weird, right? But but like realistically, you're seeing the same things. Like time is happening, like things are happening all over again on around 100 years.
Things are happening. We make the same mistakes over and over and over again. It's human nature, but we're doing it at a much more rapid pace because we can visually see it, because we have things like the old media, the old filming of things, and we can go on Facebook and Twitter and TikTok and all these things, and actually see evidence at our, as Marco said, fingertips, and see it happening before our eyes.
What would happen if, like Dino said, something happened, like totally wiped us all out, and even our books and our real history, what we've documented, supposedly, at least what we documented, is gone, and all they had was Facebook, and Facebook becomes our history. Could you imagine how fucked up that would be?
Yeah, would not be.
No,
I don't know.
They're gonna get this.
Yes.
Okay? They're gonna get the. Listen, there's a lot of pictures I have that I want to show. They're gonna get a little this. They're gonna get a little this one. Like,
yeah, that'll be Cro-Magnon man right there. That would be.
Captain Serge White Nuts. Okay.
They'll try to
on the Patreon, everybody. Okay.
No one would care. I think people would just start looking through it and be like, "Yeah, these people deserve to die. Like this is a waste of the species."
Let's think about it this way: how long do you think it would take for if something were to happen right now where people start dropping like flies, okay? Let's say they dropped the way we thought they were going to drop from what happened, okay?
Mhm.
That level. How long before people just forget how to do certain things? Like how much of an impact before like 2 generations people will be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like that's
Yeah, and then that's how I have a fucked up feeling. That's how things rolled. You know, we hit a technological peak on the Earth probably several times, and
Probably.
shit started rapidly declining because of the arrogance of man. And boom, shit fucking fell apart in a horrendous way. All of a sudden, life sprung back up. And
Robosaurus
started all
comes in.
over again.
Yeah.
and
Well,
listen, the
doesn't
robots come
take
for
long
us.
for anyone to forget things. I mean, ask anyone under the age of 12 right now to write in cursive.
Yeah, or even give them a rotary phone. Oh my god.
Yeah, or hand them a
Oh.
cassette tape, like an audio cassette tape, and be like, here, this has important information on it. Figure out a way to play this. They'll be like, what? Should I break it open like it's a fortune cookie? I don't understand.
Can you
Okay.
imagine if you gave them a cassette and pulled out the ribbon and just handed them a pencil? Fix
Yo, no,
Yeah.
that's witchcraft too.
That is
There are
witchcraft.
people
That is
that-
old school witchcraft.
That's old school witchcraft. That
I
listen,
like that, Marco.
we all knew somebody who did it too far. They went it too tight and they
Yep,
snapped
and
it.
snap it.
Yeah.
I had 2 guys snap it at the same time. I'm like, you're both idiots.
I
He's like, no, it's just Caesar. Snap. No, I'm like, yeah,
found
man.
out back.
Get the
This is
last
how
roll.
poor I. This is how poor I was. I figured out how to fix them with nail polish.
Oh.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
it sticks. It's
Smart.
yeah.
You put a little drip of nail polish on there, but you got to make sure you ever put a tape together with 2 different sides.
God, Ryan, you want to chime in?
God,
No,
He's like,
yeah,
man.
nothing, Dad. You know, he keeps on going.
He's like, I got
I-
cassettes right now. I'm listening
Yeah.
to.
Me and my ADHD are just trying to keep up with this conversation right now, like 120%. This is
I just put a cassette deck in my car. Ugh. You guys are making fun of it. Ugh.
My,
Hey, have you
my
ever seen a
Corvette got a
multi?
cassette deck.
I saw somebody who had an old Saab that had a 6 cassette changer. Okay.
Oh, that's
A
amazing.
6
I wanna be
cassette
friends with that
changer?
Hey, and also on a Saab, you're like, listen, guy,
Yeah.
things didn't go your way in life. He's like,
No,
I
I like
thought
that
it was
person.
unique, and I'm like, you're an idiot. You'll never find another part. Like that's it. Your car is either going to be metal that it was originally or Bondo. Like you're not getting new parts for anything.
Dude, but can you imagine back when that first
Love that
came
guy.
out? That motherfucker was the shit. I've never even heard of a 6 cassette
No,
changer.
me neither.
I've heard of
Yeah.
a CD
for about
like,
30
you know,
for about 30 minutes. That was the coolest car ever. That was it.
Yeah,
Oh,
until someone goes, "What the fuck is this?" and they go, "Well, I thought it's cool." No, man, it's not cool.
But was
You're a
it the
weirdo.
size of the whole trunk? I bet you it was the size of the whole fucking
My-
trunk.
My last two
they
my
had-
last two
Go ahead.
my last 2 cars have both had the 5 CD changer, and I've been trying to explain to my kid why that is cool, and she's like, YouTube, Pandora, Spotify. I was like, yeah, no, we used to have to be like, I've got AC/DC, Blink 182, and the Police. What do you want to listen to? And then we would have to change it and pick the song, and you would know which one. All right, CD4, song 3.
Yep.
She's like, yeah. She's no idea
I
what I'm
would be
talking
like,
about.
oh, can you just
They
play
would-
static on the radio, please?
They will never know the pain of carrying one of the big case Logics full of fucking music.
Oh,
She'll
God.
never understand why it's so frustrating when someone plays the songs out of order.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Drives me fucking nuts. Oh, I like this song, but this song is good too. That was came after it, you dumb fuck.
This one first, it ties into that one. What do you mean it ties in? That's an album. They're all together.
What's an album? Yeah. You ever get that one? I got
Yeah.
an old record. I asked my kids what an old record player was. One of them said it was a CD player. The other one said, "No, stupid, it's a CD recorder." I'm like, oh my god. Oh
Even
my
nicer.
god.
That's nice. That's nice.
CD recorder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cigarette machine.
God.
Guy, I went to a diner and I turned around and they had still one of the ones where you can put in coins and get a cigarette pack. I was like, guy,
I remember those.
this place has not hit good times in a while.
Bro, what about the diners that used to have the jukeboxes, the mini jukeboxes on the table?
Those are coming back,
Those are great.
Mm.
but now
Like,
they got like
technically,
little
you could just have-
tablets that.
Oh, dude, porn with a 14K modem. Oh, especially when it was like the top half was a woman, bottom half centaur. You're like, what
Poor-
the? Who drew this shit?
Porn on dial-up. Oh my god, I remember
That was
porn on dial-up.
14K. Yeah,
Pri-
that was that.
Printing porn. Let's go there.
Oh,
You
what kind of a
printed
monster
porn?
would print
Who
porn?
prints
Oh,
porn? What the
man.
hell? That was the whole point of having porn online,
Listen,
so you didn't have to have
No
evidence.
Ryan does give off hard prepper vibes, though, right? Like realistically, he's like, I'm gonna print these off. I don't know if I'll find them next time. I want to make sure if the internet goes down or everyone says it's just a fad, I got it over on the side.
Like on South Park,
You
when,
guys-
when the internet went
you
down
guys-
and nobody could jack off.
Listen,
I
you guys
think
got
it
it
is
backwards.
that
You guys got it
all
backwards. I'm gonna put a little dark piece of my history out the internet that I probably shouldn't have.
Oh,
I was
don't
the
do
poor
that.
kid. I was the poor kid that didn't have the internet. My friends would put porn on floppy disks and CDs and bring me printouts because I didn't have shit. All right.
We stole AOL, the free minutes from AOL from the movie theaters and shit.
Listen,
Mm.
Ryan, the soda at home
Yeah.
was this? Is this the energy drink at home? Is that no?
J Cola.
Got soda at home, Ryan.
So
That's
what
good.
kind of? Could you mention the whole Hadron Collider in 2012 and shit? What type of time travel
So,
do you believe in?
Two
Dino?
things. It's not necessarily that. So I have a belief that time travel is possible, but it's not. We don't understand it. Like, I feel like it's one of those like Event Horizon where it's like really you're kind of splitting space and time. So it technically is time travel, but it's weird. Like it's dimensional
you-
travel that
you-
results in time travel, like weird stuff.
You're believing more in the alternate timeline theory then.
I definitely do. The multiverse is definitely something that I believe is it's kind of the it's not something that I believe. It's more so it's the epitome of infinity. If infinity exists, which we're told is true, then infinity includes a multiverse. Me on everything, with every option possible. You know, it just makes sense. But that's the weird part. So when you flip it back, though, now like realistically, think about it. If like so, guy, the last 2 weeks I've spent time bringing books over from my mom's house. She had an Encyclopedia Britannica and a copy of the Great Books. Now these are like mid '90s, like leather bound. They're
I
beautiful.
remember the Encyclopedia Britannica. I
Right.
had a few of the few of them because my mom only went shopping once or twice a month.
No, guy, they're fucking expensive as hell. My
That's
dad bought
the-
them and they didn't get touched. Go ahead.
That's the only hope we have, really, like in the event of like a nuclear war or something, is that somewhere, somehow, those encyclopedias survive, or like
Them old ones, yeah.
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 And,
And
like,
even saying a lot of that
doesn't-
shit
it
ain't
doesn't
too
even
good
have-
neither.
it doesn't even have to really be that old. Like if they got a set from the 90s, they're okay. Like they'll
Yeah.
figure the rest of this shit out like soon. But
Think
like
about
that's
it.
why
Think about
I keep mine, and my daughter's like, why? No one's ever gonna look at these again. I'm like,
Maybe your great grandkids will need these.
Well-
You know,
world might end one day, and you might need to look up how to grow crops. I'm just saying. I don't know what to tell you.
Listen, I got a medical and science encyclopedia, so it's more so for like 10 to 12-year-old kids. But it gives you a basic understanding of just how science
First
works,
aid,
how the
yeah.
body works, how things flow, and stuff like that. Then I got this is actually pretty cool. It's from the 20s, so it's actually like almost like a binder encyclopedia, but it's in Greek that my dad had brought over. He brought with him when he
That's
came
awesome.
from Greece. Then he sold it. He pawned it at some point when he was having kids, but he found the same one in Greece and bought it at like a secondhand store. So, and I'm like, I can
That
read
book could be
Greek, but-
haunted. That
So
might
on-
be the
so
same
on-
book.
Oh, it's
So
definitely
on
got
this,
a
though-
chapter on witchcraft, like for sure.
So on this though, like, all right, like everything is gonna end, and you gotta leave like some tech behind for humanity to rebuild. Like, it's easy to say leave an encyclopedia, but like what are some things that like we've achieved as a society that you'd be like, we got to make sure this like I would, you know what? We got to make sure they know how to make antibiotics. They got to know how to make antibiotics. Like, that needs to be written down somewhere.
Remember,
People used to die from diarrhea, bro. Like, fuck.
Good.
hey,
No.
hey, and you know what? You know what? We had
Thin
some
the herd.
we had hardworking
Thin the
people.
herd.
It thinned. Listen, the people who survived it, nice tight buttholes, sir. Nice
Yes.
tight buttholes. Okay. Uniform rings.
That's
Just
my,
like the
that's my
Rona, the
serious-
Rona thinned the herd.
That's my serious thing.
Only have fat
Antibiotics.
people though.
I
What?
feel like every home should like have like how to make antibiotics written down somewhere in it. So like
Maybe
in
not even-
Fallout world, it'll still be there.
What about not even antibiotics, but an understanding of how germs and bacteria work? So, like, with regards to cleanliness and that kind of stuff, I would.
That
give
would
you
help, but
that I
you
would
know,
give you
knowing
more.
how this shit is killing me and having the way to make the antidote is two different things.
How about both?
Yeah.
On my piece of paper, germs and how they work, and then the recipe for just a basic antibiotic. I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, at some point, I'd be like, "Fuck it! If you're cut, use this." I don't know why. Just fucking use this. It's passed down. We'll figure it out later.
well that's what'll happen. That's what Dino and I think you were kind of touching on earlier. Like even if some of the technology survives, if
Yeah.
there's a nuclear war and a large enough portion of the skilled population is killed after a generation or two, no one will know
Yeah.
how to do anything. No one will know how
Yeah.
to do. Think about how many people like
Even basic shit.
I don't. With my example, I don't know how to make antibiotics. I know how they work. I don't know how to make them. So once we used up all the supply, I'd be like, "Yeah, that's it. I don't know what to do."
Well, even on even a more basic level, man. If you think about, say everything got wiped out, but a very small population of youngins, we still have infrastructure here. We have our water treatment plants. We have our water, but nobody knows how to use that shit. Nobody knows how to pump
Hey.
fucking the gas lines. Nobody knows how to pump the water lines. Nobody
It's
knows
not-
how
Knows
to.
how to fix anything? Yeah.
It's not even that. You got to understand that your water system and electricity generation are almost entirely automated systems that are only supervised for maintenance purposes.
Yeah,
They're
but if
they're
you have
cut to a bare minimum.
If you have an EMP hit and it don't-
no, and touching on Dino's thing here.
Done.
The system was automated, and the skilled labor that maintains the system, the pool of people has shrunk because we don't want to pay 5 guys, and we don't want to train people how to do this anymore. I mean, you're seeing this even just in hiring now. Like, there's not enough skilled tradesmen anymore because none of the schools are teaching that shit anymore. So like, there's not a lot of rungs. There's not a lot of
your
rungs.
automation might be good for maybe 10 to 100 years, but then after that 100 years, hey, the machine stopped working. Hey, why are the lights off? Hey,
Mhm.
hey.
Like, look, I'm close to Niagara Falls, right? So that is like a direct, like
Power
mass
source.
producer of massive power. That is complete. Essentially, as long as power is being drawn, it will just keep on making power. Like, it just keeps on running. That's what
Right.
it does, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So the problem is, as long as you're using the power, the question is if it gets overused and then breaks, screwed, right? I don't even know. Do you guys might even be running off of Niagara still on your side?
Oh,
Like,
our
where you
power
are.
grid is like a bunch of speaker wire ran together.
Yeah, our power
Yeah.
grid's a mess.
Well,
Supposedly,
It's weird.
supposedly.
It's weird because it was like
yeah.
Cleveland was the first city, and we have like the worst grid now. It's nuts to me. Like, but that again, that's like what I'm talking about. Like, it's like people just stop caring after time. I don't know.
Or even if it's not caring, people don't have the knowledge because other people quit caring. So
Yeah,
when
that's
it comes
true.
down to it, all these pretty computers, if we don't have somebody running whatever is pumping the energy or the internet or whatever, then We got a fucking we got a big rolling tray in front of me. That's all my laptop is good for is rolling. That's it.
I got an extension cord to neighbors.
And we live in such a disposable society that this problem is only going to continue to get worse. Like it wouldn't take much to topple this shit. And I feel like people don't realize how fragile it is. Like it wouldn't take a lot.
Have you seen the trees that you can get that instead of being with like turbines like this, and essentially it looks like a tree, but it's got these plastic like hook thingies that spin with the wind, and essentially they all generate power and drive to your house. But the tree is actually like 35 feet tall, which again, 35 feet tall is a very large thing that's going to stick on your roof.
And then
right?
see what happens there too. I don't know if it happens in Canada, but it happens in like Ohio. They make it illegal to have that kind of shit. Like they don't want okay.
Off-grid living is illegal.
You found a way to hook up a windmill to your house and power your house. Yeah, that's illegal. We're gonna fine you. And it's like
that makes like that. Like in all honesty, like you guys are due a revolution. Like probably about like 10 years, 15 years owed, because this shit is gone crazy. Like.
We do not condone any kind of revolution or insurrection or any of that. We do not condone that.
Hey, you want to hear the evil Canadian?
You want to hear full crazy? Ohio is a very big farm. Like farming is huge here. We're a breadbasket state. That's what I was looking for. It's illegal to collect rainwater in most cities. If you have they sell them online, like the rain barrels that you plug into your gutters. And then you can water your shit and not have to pay for it. Yeah, they'll fine you, and if you don't take it down, I think it might be
they'll come and take it down for you.
They'll come and take it down for you. Like it's nuts. It's like I can't.
Farming or keeping your own seeds is starting to become illegal too in a lot of states.
That makes no sense though.
Yeah, that's Bill Gates.
Well, that's the giant. That's the giant. What was it, Monsanto? They don't want you. They own the lottery on seeds. They don't want you to fucking have your own seeds. No, you got to buy from us. You can't cut us out.
Right.
What's real odd though? They have this big depository. I forget where it's at, but it's way out in a mountain somewhere, and it's supposed to have all these seeds and this and that. But now, if you think about it. The old witch trials, a lot of that shit happened in the witch burnings and all that was over seeds and grains that ended up catching mold or whatever and deteriorating. So what happens one day when somebody goes and grabs a shit ton of these seeds because it's needed and everybody's fucking hallucinating?
Here's the fucked up thing about that. That play, I think it's in Iceland, the seed vault that you're talking about, and they built it because they had the foresight to go. Everything that we eat right now is genetically modified. It's all coming off of the same parents, right? So the genetic diversity is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So they built that seed vault so that there's only one type of bananas right now. Only two or three. There's only 2 or 3 types of corn right now. So if there's a disease or something that kills that type of corn, there's going to be fucking mass starvation. Yeah. And it's the capitalist system created that problem. They're aware of it, but they didn't care. And then the news, they're like, hey guys, maybe it's not good if the whole world dies.
So to clarify though, so Svalbard, Norway is where the seed vault is, but the seed vault doesn't distribute seed. It holds on to it. So it's held sub-zero. So it's meant for in case there's a complete extinction that it would be able to reproduce that product. But at the same time, as you said, the issue is that entire crop. So banana is actually under attack. Was last summer, banana was under attack because the banana that we have aren't bananas. Original bananas don't exist. The bananas we have now are not real bananas. They're banana adjacent, but they're they're banana-like.
The concerning thing is
a reasonable facsimile.
If you look into that, Svalbard more, they have released, not a lot. They're not doing it all the time. It's got to be a fucking extreme case, but they have released seeds already. Hey, you guys are fucking up and killing shit. You need to go grow this a little bit.
Yeah. what we need to do is we need to go into the Svalbard seed vault and take our seeds back. That's what we need to do.
Let's not do that. No, let's not do that.
Yeah, that's like storming
Stand
Area
up for
51.
freedom, people. Stand up for freedom. These
Right.
people are
By the
taking
way-
your seeds.
We say it's Norway. Is it Norway?
Yeah.
Yeah. no.
Norway has like a shit ton of like. Norway is just like sure that in the next like 50 to 100 years we're gonna fuck this shit up. Like they've got a ton of shit like that. They're just like
Yes.
they're doing so much prep. They're like, yeah, there's no way these guys are gonna fuck this shit up.
And Norway's very close to where the Hadron Collider is too, so you know they're prepping. They're gonna blow this fucker up. Oh my god. Where's the seeds at? Can we make Big Macs yet? Get Monsanto on the phone. We need a seed for a Big Mac. Just
Well,
plant the fucking thing and the burgers grow.
The idea is that if we found a way to replicate food, like in Star Trek, where they had a replicator and you could reproduce food just automatically whatever you want, then realistically, it would equalize all. Starvation would just disappear, like everything wouldn't matter.
We got
right?
that, the Impossible
But
Burger.
even this is what gets me
Ah!
back to what I was saying before. Even
Gross.
Star Trek's writers, like a group of writers, they're just science fiction writers. They saw the flaw there. There was a fucking episode where the replicators caught a virus. Whatever protein they were using became unusable, and like they had to go fix that shit. It's like,
Yeah.
why?
Duffy sends his apologies. He had to go. He had to bounce, guys, but he had to take off. So
We're not that stupid that we make these problems and don't know how to solve them. Is what I'm saying. There's just no profit in
There's
solving
more
them.
money
So
in
fuck
the
it.
problem.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
listen, right as you said, and like butter and margarine. Exactly. Okay. That's the point. Is that we found out at the beginning of the pandemic when we wanted to, what was it? Shorten the curve. That's what we want to do, right? We shortened the curve for 2 weeks to shorten the curve, like a bunch of fucking mooks. Okay, we did that shit, and you know what? Oh, suddenly, oh my God, the ozone is healed. What? You know what that tells me? Hey, that
2
climate
weeks.
change is a fucking choice. And you know what I say? Fuck you. Okay.
Did you see what happened in Brazil when the ozone got fixed out there? It was fucking up crops. It was fucking shit up. They had to actually fuck the ozone up again over, I think it was Brazil, because, they had a strike. Nobody, no flights, no cars, no trucks,
All
nothing was going. And the ozone layer healed quickly, very quickly. And it was fucking shit up bad. Fucking shit up bad.
No, man. Listen, there's the whole, if you really want to see something wild, I recommend to all of our viewers. And by the way, like, share, subscribe, wherever you're watching, go to the other thing and subscribe there too. You know why? Because it's free. Just do it while you can. They might be taking us down. Who knows? Ryan is, look at him. He looks like he's planning something. Okay. Let's be honest. The point is this, if you want to look up something really messed up, check out, it's the, what were we talking about?
Ozone
was specifically around the idea of, no, not the ozone. Shit. What was the next thought? I'm too high for this.
Climate change.
Climate change. No, it was adjacent to that. Climate
Greed.
change.
No,
ozone.
we don't fix problems that we can because there's no money in it.
Seeds. I mean,
That's gone. That's okay. Oh no! About the Sahara. So they were saying if they use the Sahara Desert to put up solar panels, that was what it was. That changed because if they did that, that land would probably actually become fertile. If it became fertile, then it would result in a change in atmosphere going towards South America, and South America would have issues. So you're going, listen, I'm telling you right across the board, if it don't make money, nobody gives a shit. It's that fucking simple. And that's why it doesn't make any sense.
Well, and every time we
This
try to
service-
solve,
Thank you.
every time we try to solve a fucking problem, we inevitably make shit worse too. That's.
Well, yeah,
fun.
some asshole comes
Like
through and
what-
goes,
like,
and
let's
by
say-
the way, everyone, you have to kill yourself. What? That's not no. Why are we going to do that? No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to. I don't.
It's more of, all right, we can solve this problem and with no issues. But wait a minute, how are we going to make money on this? We can't make money, so we got to create.
If we solve the problem, we can never charge anyone to solve the problem again.
That's why Tesla was taken out, man. He was working on free energy for everybody. Nope,
Listen,
that can't happen.
How can I charge people for water if they can just walk up to the lake and drink from it? It's it's not as much money if I just have to sell them cups. I need them to buy my water, sons of bitches.
It's like you pollute the water and you make fucking places that filters it for you.
Listen, we have a bunch of natural springs up where I live, and I'll tell you right now that Nestle has become like the enemy of
yeah, I heard all kind of bad shit
because
about
of that
Nestle.
shit. Dude, Nestle is evil, and I love their water. But I found out it's because it's from springs that are like an hour away from a house.
I love their cookies.
Sons of bitches. Oh yeah, come on.
But their cookies are made from the water that they're stealing from your people, who you stole from the other people. But either way,
not my people, but like my vicinity. Let's say, hey, my locality, adjacent. The title of this episode is adjacent.
Today's word is adjacent.
The more you know. Well, everyone, this has been fun. Ryan, anything got to go soon? No problem, buddy. That's fantastic. Everyone has contributed, and we've had a great show. By the way, so I found out you guys, none of you watch Peaky Blinders.
No.
I'm going to restart watching it, okay? So if you guys want to join with, I'm telling you, it was like, Ryan, you like The Wire? Did you like The Wire?
I haven't watched The Wire. Or wait, The Wire, like the movie? The movie The Wire?
The show? The Wire. Have you
watched
The Sopranos?
I am currently being peer pressured into finishing Stranger Things, so you're going to be alone for a while.
Yeah, and I haven't even got to Miss Marvel yet.
Me either.
Oh my god,
Dino, we don't
have you guys watched Star Trek: The Next Generation?
I watched Star Wars, the next set of movies, and they all suck.
Yes. By the way, they fucked Star Wars, man.
They fucked Star Wars in the ass with a spiked dildo.
Dude, Disney could eat a bag of
Hey, Glenn. Hey, you know what? The
2 writers, 3 directors. What could go wrong?
Listen, to this day, my favorite was Rogue One. That was a great movie.
Rogue One was a good movie out of all the new ones, but it was not the best one.
Listen.
And the sequel stuff.
I waited.
The standalones are good.
I waited 30 years to watch Darth Vader rain hell on those people in that fucking hallway. I was rock hard. Okay. I leaned over to my wife and go, I am so hard right now. And she's like, you are fucking weird.
So weird.
That's been our show, everyone. I'm going to leave it at that. Like, share, subscribe. We have the shows coming all week. Retired Scoundrels is Thursday afternoon. Come check us out. My YouTube, Eargasm YouTube, everywhere. I have never seen Star Wars or Star Trek. Glenn, I disagree, sir, but I would like to have that conversation with you. Come back next week, and we're going to take off. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Oh, wait, I have my thing. There.
1, 2.